K Paso was good. I am abundance, you feel me? And welcome back. Get right into it. Today, I want to talk about fear. Fear and how false evidence appearing real is pretty much the foundational catalyst for everything. And how if you conquer that, you feel me? You conquer life. You're gonna be able to pretty much do whatever you want. You're gonna tap into what it really what we here for. We here to create, we here to live, we here to learn, and we here to spread positivity and peace and love and happiness and righteousness and truth. That's what we here for. Well, I don't know. That's what I feel and that's what I stand. But you watching this, you probably think similar, lanes. But yeah, fear, man. I just hear a lot when I'm talking to people. How nothing's really a problem when you really break it down. It's just some level of tediousness maybe you gotta deal with. But if you think about it on you use your superpower, aka your mind, they basically show you through Batman. And if Batman could do that, if you melanated times infinity, we could do that. So yeah, if you just break it down, if you just break down the situation, just think it through, you're like, oh man, it ain't even. You tap into your creativity for a solution, and then you gotta go with it, And I brought that up because I talked to a lot of people, yes, I be talking to a lot of people, and we all, while we're here, we all going through something. We all got something dangling in front of us. Or, something we gotta overcome, a hurdle, an obstacle. But it's really just like a trial for your brain when you break it down. If you got now, if there's some things, that are huge, and I'm not about to sit here and name all. If it don't apply, let it fly, and that's all I'm going to say, because I'm not, it'll be an hour-long video if I got to preface everything I say, oh, non-inclusive, you get, if it don't apply, let it fly, and that's it, I'm only speaking to it, so, fear. We all got problems. We all going through stuff. Okay. Tisk. Temporarily lost my train. But I know I'm talking about fear, and I know the overall message that I'm going to say. So, whoever watches this, if nobody ever watches, I don't care. Myself, always remember. It all comes down to overcoming whatever you think you're scared of in that moment to succeed, no matter what it is. Do some reflection, look back on every problem you're going through, and you'll see that you basically just went against yourself in some way, and you regret it. There should be no regrets in your life, only reflections, because you'll see that everything you went through gets you to where you're going. Only thing fear makes you do is nothing. And that's why the longer you live in fear, the more miserable you are. Because fear is just keeping you from doing what you truly want. Fear is just keeping you from, you feel me? Fear is the thing stopping you from living your version of your dream, you know, of being free and not a slave. If there was no fear, alright, would you be working, or would you be in this just personal inventory time? Would you be in the situation you were in if you were not fearful of something? Is the situation you're in, that you're currently living in, is it based because you want to do something and build on something, or is it because you're trying to, it's fear, like you're trying to avoid a result, you're trying to avoid like a situation? You know what's funny? Like I don't consider us human beings. I feel like we are all walking psychics that only use our powers to screw ourselves. And what I mean by that, think about what fear is. You feel me? If you're scared of something, like for example, if you go to work because you need to get paid, right? But you don't like your job, but you're staying there for this, that, and the other reason. Is that this? What told you, like, that reason was gonna happen? Like, you could say, like, you know, I could obviously see that. Like, you know, if you don't go to work, obviously, you're not gonna get paid. Okay. But that don't mean you just don't do nothing. But if you had a job you don't like, you staying there because you are scared that there's nothing else you could do. You feel me? So, if you take the fear aspect out of it, what do you want to be doing with your life? What would you rather be doing? What's your ideal? You feel me? And if you can't think of that, you need to start watching some YouTube videos. You need to start, well, you are watching tech. Anyway, you need to watch some like YouTube videos, some how-tos, some what's. You need to ask yourself who, what, when, where, why, how. There we go. I'm gonna give you a secret of life, because we are walking psychics, bruh. We are walking psychics. We visualize what we live in. If you're in a stressful situation, that's because all you see, all you think about, all you visualize is stress. Or you're not thinking, you know, because the thing about your life is that the reason why it's your life is because you can control it. You have the ultimate control over your life. Especially if you're an adult. I mean, if you're a kid, you know, you're at the mercy of your situation. We all went through it. I call that the prologue to our, you know, to our life. Childhood is the prologue to the game. You know, it just gives you the background. But you got options. At any point, you can make a decision to do something different. And it's fear that's the reason why you're not. For whatever reason. Like, it's fear is the reason why you're thinking of every reason why you can't. Why are you wasting your time thinking about why you can't do something? Even your mind and your body lets you know to stop doing that. You feel me? Or like, what is it? No, your soul and your body lets you know by giving you the feeling of miserableness, by giving you the feeling of discontentness. When you feel those feelings, you're supposed to study it. You feel me? You're supposed to look into it. So, because you can't fear something you know, like you have knowledge of. The only reason why you're scared is because you don't know about it. Think about it like this. If you scared, let's just say you scared to go outside because you might get your ass whooped, right? What could you do to conquer that fear? Study self-defense. Well, first, I'll say, first, find the source within yourself as to the very beginning of why you scared of getting your ass whooped when you walk outside to begin with. And then on top of that, study self-defense. If you know you got hands, you're not scared of getting your ass whooped. If you know you got hands, you're not scared of getting your ass whooped. So now, because I want to end this video, I'm trying to, this is like basically a cache of memories, my level of knowledge at the time I'm living in this particular moment in time that's being recorded. But fear, no. There we go. So, if you're scared of something, it's because you don't know about it. So, if you're scared of being broke, if that's what you fear, and that's why you in the shackles you in right now, how about you study money? It's gonna be hard in the beginning. You're not gonna know, but it's because you got to build. We don't know nothing in the beginning. We don't even walk straight off. We be crawling, falling. Don't matter how old you are. Doesn't matter what moment you can start, because right now, you always have a right now to start. But you gotta conquer the fear. You gotta get over the fear. False evidence appearing real. And I feel like regret is just the acknowledgement that you acted in fear. Either consciously or subconscious. Regret is just the acknowledgement that you acted in fear. So break down why you acted in fear. Go through the process. And then conquer it. You feel me? Learn it. Become one. Learn everything about it. It's fun. Feel me? It's fun. Because you don't feel like you're going to get caught slipping when you know stuff. You're like, oh, chill. You know, fear ain't real. Nigga, fear is a pimp tactic. Fear is mind control. You feel me? You done got manipulated into learning fear. Well, our parents, grandparents, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. But let's just say, fear was taught. We learned it today, and we can't break it. And that's the reason why we don't succeed. Because the only thing that holds you back is yourself. Nobody can stop you. Ever. Nobody can ever stop you from what you want to do. Think about it on a simple level. If you don't have a car, if you want to drive, only thing that it takes in the process of getting the car is what? Having an ID, passing the written test, passing the driving test, having the car. If you check off what it takes to be able to drive, nothing will ever stop you from being able to drive. You just got to it's only based on what you do to get it. You know what I mean? So, to conquer fear, Just know stuff. How do you know stuff? Ask. Ask. Who, what, when, where, why, how. Who, what, when, where, why, how. You know how, like, when we was in school and we was scared to ask the question because we thought we was going to feel stupid? Alright, now, think about it like this. Remember a time when someone asked the question and you was like, damn, I'm happy they asked the question because I actually had the same question, but I was too scared to ask? How did you view that person? Like, whew, man. Now, that was just class. And, you know, after you graduate, the job is nothing but just harder high school, harder college, depending on which one. The job is just school times 3. You feel me? Less fun. Less learning. Even less learning. They just got you doing mindless activities for time. Or they got you, my fault, not mindless activities. They got you doing activities for time. Like, and money, you feel me? And none of us ever like our job. And if we do, after a while, what happens? We want to do better. Because that's what we're supposed to do in life. We're supposed to evolve. And you can't evolve if you're scared. You feel me? So everybody gonna keep taking your money. You feel me? It's like, the best analogy I can give is like, you go to a car mechanic, right? Say there's something going on with your car. What situation would you rather be in? And let's say you don't know nothing, not zip-zada about a car, you feel me? Except the fact that you key, ignition, turn, foot, pedal, hand, shift gear. You feel me? You got to go to a mechanic for whatever. You just got the check engine light and a code. It's a check engine error 956. Now, you don't know nothing about cars, so either way you're going to the mechanic. You feel me? You don't know nothing about cars. So either way, you're going to have to hit old dude up. You feel me? Old girl up. One of them. You feel me? Would you rather... Well, what situation would you feel more comfortable? Would you rather look into the code yourself first before you go there? Or would you rather just drop it off and not even think about it? If you drop it off and not think about it, that mechanic gonna charge you $230. If you drop it off with the knowledge of what you looked up for a little bit, that mechanic gonna charge you $230. Let's just say they both charge you $230. If you just dropped it off, you don't know that $230 was like, the part it took to fix the problem was like, never mind, I'm gonna shut up. That was a terrible example. I'm damn near gonna end the video. That was such a bad example. But let me finish strong, you feel me? Because I ain't got no fear, you feel me? So you gotta just do you. Yeah, conquer the fear by educating yourself on whatever you don't know about. And you're good. If you know, there's no fear. There's no fear in knowing. But everything that goes bad in our life is fear-based. So the first part of the journey is conquer the fears by learning everything. And I'm going to end on this. Pretty much, and going back to the prologue example, or the prologue thing. The first parts of our lives, and pretty much up until you become aware, like, it's the prologue. It's all the prologue. Everything you went through, every fear you developed, every good bad habit you got, that's all in the prologue. That's all the storyline for the main story you about to play, or that the main story you were currently playing. So, if you want the main story to go the best way possible, study the prologue and answer all the questions within yourself that make you feel bad, insecure, and scared, fearful. If you get all the answers to that, you conquer insecurity and fear, and thus all you could do is walk in confidence and security and self-love, and you're gonna that's the way to love yourself. Conquer your fears. Conquer the fear, and you're gonna free your life. Conquer the fear by any means, as long as you righteous. Because I know I got the crystals on and I'm all namaste and everything, but I am extremely righteous. But at the same time, I'm militant with mine. That's why I'm so calm. Because if it ever went there, I'm going there. Because my will is going to be stronger than yours if you're not walking in righteousness. Because I have no fear. And if I do have a fear that I'm not aware of, guess what? I'm gonna start to put work in, conquer that. Life fun. Once you stop being fearful. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Because if this message reaches me, then, it'll make me feel a little better. Not better, it'll good motivation if this message is reaching anybody. So all peace and love. I am abundance, and I'll be smooth.